Food availability until now has been something we often took for granted. Most of us have never really considered what it takes to get our food to our table. But times are changing, and the variables needed to effectively feed ourselves are changing, and not for the better. As our population grows and lands are being transformed, areas previously available for farming are being turned into commercial and residential development. Additionally, farmers have been hit hard by extremes of weather that either lead to drought or flooding. Adaptive open field farming methods and infrastructure are needed to overcome these threats. But overcoming these challenges must also be people-centered. Solutions must be sought in an effort to bolster farmers' confidence to stay in an industry that has not been seriously considered as a real contributor to the national economy. In a declining economy, food sovereignty and sustainable food production are key to sustaining the livelihoods of the rural community and protecting our diminishing foreign reserves. The district of Plum Mitan is a perfect case study of the impact of policy decisions on rural communities. The village is located in southeast Trinidad and is heavily reliant on farming and ecological tourism. Its location on the borders of the River Swamp has gifted the area with rich biodiversity and pristine landscapes. Just being here opens you to the best of Trinidad and Tobago's natural beauty. You are very likely to see the famous blue and gold macaw that is made here home. Birds of prey or any number of bird species and howler monkeys or even the West Indian manatee. Here, many of the people are second and third generation farmers who live off the land and understands what it takes to produce high quality products.
As a Plum Mitan farmer for many years, we have been farming on land for over 40, 50 years. I ended up taking over the land from my father, and we began planting crops that our father teach us, and we continue in that trend in the same field, planting over and over. And we developed the knowing the weather condition, and during that time we developed the crops specific for the different seasons. Crops like melon, cucumber, pumpkin, okra, and many others, you name it. Our thinking long time that this land swamp can't bring planting. We was looking at higher ground, hill land, but it's not true. It's preparation, combine your land properly, and drainage, and you're producing, planting 40, 50 pound bunches, and that is first class.
What is unique here is the growing population of young people gravitating towards farming.
This community is agriculture based. So approximately 400 farmers that have. A quarter of that could be the youths. I'll check in the age group from about 17 to 32. And the problem that the young farmers are having is land tenure. What is going on? If young farmers have a lot of potential in farming, when you don't have a document for your land, it makes it hard to get cash or any kind of finance from any banking institution or anything. So we can't get a launch project as the way you might see you want to do your things.
The farmers have an uphill battle, and the COVID-19 virus has worsened their situation, particularly with marketing and sales.
Well, COVID has done us really bad because, first of all, we have to go to our gardens, get our goods. We have to have workers here to pick them, prep them for market, because of the less time we have in that market. We have to prepare there quickly, we have to pay them to do all this work, and then when we go to the market with the less time that we have, we're not getting the prices that we should get, and we have a lot of people to pay back here, a lot of workers that we employed, and when we come home back with this no type of money, what should we do?
Right now in front of our garden is only about a week again we could get water from there. But for this crops we have here, so after that we won't have no water for this. And the rest of farmers will not be able to get no water neither because they take water from that main line that we taken from to send for the rest of farmers. So after that it won't have no more water.
What we're experiencing here right now is lack of water for farmers. So we need the rivers to be drenched, widened, which will help in the rainy season also. When the rivers is drenched and widened, it will pull out the water fast, so it will alleviate the problem of flooding. And also in the dry season like now, it will also store a certain amount of water that the farmers could have to use in their crops. It could also be used as a reservoir.
In today's world, the modern farming system is expected to be ultra-productive in order to be competitive against global markets. Our farmers are competing against international production systems that consistently seek higher yields to reduce production costs and improve profits. We need to invest in programs to encourage safe and healthy technology on our farms.
If we could get training, like to show we different irrigation systems that to conserve the water, to teach the farmers and especially the younger ones. We'll conserve the water and we won't run into problems, and we'll also have better drainage systems and in place to alleviate flooding and so on. And we need like the ministries to provide some programs to teach the youths and update them on farming, more mechanized farming so they can get more production.
Farmers need to improve profitability and competitiveness by removing the guesswork from farming, by measuring soil moisture and pH, soil nutrient availability, and understanding the specific needs for each crop. The goal is to define a decision support system for whole farm management to optimize returns on inputs while conserving resources. This, of course, will require training along with proper infrastructure, which are the responsibilities of established institutions. The impact of severe weather systems, badly maintained drainage, and clogged waterways worsen the flooding situation. Dredging the main waterways and removal of accumulated silt and vegetation are essential for the farmers. We cannot afford another flood like the one experienced in 2018 that destroyed virtually everything in the fields. Losses could have been reduced if the waterways were cleared and the pumps were operational. The loss of food crops meant to feed local population was astounding and resulted in higher food prices and reliance on food imports. The flooding caused loss of income and hardship among the farming community, especially as more money had to be secured to re-establish the damaged fields. Our food import bill is almost $6 billion. This can be reduced by building resilience in our farming communities and protecting our local industry. Perhaps what is needed is a better, more informed policy for farmers and farming in Plum Mitan. And this should be based on current and future needs and trends. This should also include the full participation of the farming community to better identify the path to agricultural sustainability.